Welcome to the world of the paranormal. Turn down the lights, grab a glass of your favorite beverage, and join me in witnessing the things that go bump in the night. Today I will discuss the Dogman, a cryptid in which people always report feeling a strong sense of terror when they see it, and there are only so many reports of people interacting with it, though when they do, the creature displays some level of violence. Many people believe it to be a demonic entity, and some assert that it was actually created in a lab. There are some that treat talking about it like they would the skinwalker, that you will be visited by it if you mention it by name too many times. Some say sightings of the creature stem from mass hysteria, or hoaxes that cause sightings of the normal animals to be labeled as sightings of a dogman. The first reported sighting of the Dogman is 1887 in Wexford County, Michigan, when two lumberjacks reported seeing a creature that they described as having a man's body with a dog's head. Though some of those who believe in the creature feel its existence goes much further back than that. In 1938, a young man named Robert Fortney reported being attacked by a blue-eyed dogman while hunting in Paris, Michigan. It took him 49 years to report his encounter, and when he did, he swore that the creature had reared up on its two hind legs and smiled at him. He had shot at the creature and was chilled by the events for years after it happened. According to local legend, sightings of the creature crop up in 10-year cycles. In the cryptid community, there are as many as 7 different types of dogman with 2 categories: the Type 3 variant and the canine variant. The Type 3 variants have more of an overall humanoid appearance, while the canine variants have more of an overall canine appearance. The coloration of this creature's fur varies in blacks, grays, and browns. The hair length also varies from report to report. Its eye color in many reports is red. There are also reports of their eyes being a shade of yellow or brown, or even sometimes black. In some of the reports where their eyes are red, they are glowing red. One of the main things discussed about Dogman is as if it's a flesh and blood being, or if it's a spiritual being. Some of those who interview people with Dogman encounters believe it to be a flesh and blood being with a spiritual aspect. Some say that it is an entirely demonic creature that takes on a humanoid canine appearance, while others say it's the product of genetic experimentation, or is created entirely in a lab rather than as a creature born of flesh and blood or from ethereal means. Either way, many reports indicate that it is a violent being, and your best course of action is to avoid it if you see one. In 1973, some students of Murray State University out of Murray, Kentucky, had an encounter with a beast of the land between the lakes. They were camping on a warm spring weekend, seated around a fire built near their Volkswagen microbus. As the sun started setting, one of the students walked into the woods to relieve himself and came back to tell his buddies about hearing something lurking in the woods. They told him what he heard was probably just a wild hog. Later on in the night, they heard something running around them in the woods, and when they shined their flashlights in the direction of the footsteps, they heard a wolf-like howling. When the howling persisted and had a mocking laughter aspect to it, and they spotted the glowing red eyes, they got into the vehicle and sped off. The creature had chased after them, and at one point was holding onto the back of the bus. When they got back to campus, there were 4 deep gashes that looked like claw marks on the back of the vehicle. The creature gained a lot of popularity in 1987 in Traverse City, Michigan, when a disc jockey, Steve Cook, at WTCM-FM, recorded the song "The Legend." He initially played it as an April Fool's Day joke, and many people attribute the song as the genesis of the Dogman stories. Since then, he's added to the song after receiving additional reports of the creature. Cook based the song on actual reports of the Dogman, and after playing it, had received additional reports of it. He made cassettes of the song, sold them for $4, and donated the proceeds to a local animal shelter. On a quiet rural road outside of Elkhorn, Wisconsin, reports sprung of the Dogman variant that looks like a Sasquatch, which locals took to calling the beast of Bray Road or the Bray Road Beast. The first reporting sightings took place in 1938, which included a former assistant district attorney of Walworth County, Wisconsin. It's said to either walk on all fours or on its two hind legs. When on all fours, the reports indicate it being 2 to 4 feet tall and 7 foot tall on its two hind legs. They estimate it to weigh 400 to 700 pounds, with brown-gray fur resembling a bear or dog. The beast of Bray Road sightings are attributed to being an undiscovered variety of wild dog, the prehistoric giant dog Wahila, a wolf dog, or a coy dog. In the TV show Legend Hunters, it is said that what people could be seeing is a bear with mange. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. In the description there below there will be a link to Steve Cook's song, "The Legend." Don't forget to stay spooky and stay tuned for the next episode, where I will discuss a ghostly entity that is reportedly seen all over the world, the woman in white.